Hey y'all, Kate Scott here to talk to you from the Levi's Lounge about the 2016 NFL Draft. And surprise, surprise, but I think the two Pac-12 quarterbacks from the Bay Area who were drafted are going to have successful NFL careers. And here's why. Not just because I'm a Cal Bear or I work for the Pac-12 Network, but let's start by talking about my California Golden Bear, the #1 pick in the draft, Jared Goff. And I learned everything I needed to know about Jared his freshman year, when he weighed all of about 90 pounds, went 1-11, got sacked 34 times. Cal looked like, well, let's be honest, Cal fans, the Cal football team we're used to seeing, they sucked. They went 1-11, and it looked like, well, here's another big recruit that's going to come in and lay an egg. But instead, Jared came back and went 8-5 this past season and looked darn good. Yes, I know the hits on him are that he didn't beat the big ones in the Pac-12 conference, but he's a winner. He's got great form. He put on a lot of weight since the season ended. I was able to see him during Super Bowl week. He looks great, and he's just going to keep growing. As we know, boys put on most of their weight in their 20s. And one of the things that really put it over the top in the fact that I think he's going to be successful in LA was the reaction from the Cal players back in Berkeley when Jared got picked #1. I don't know if you guys have seen that video yet, but it was incredible. They celebrated for a good minute. They were so stoked for their guy, which shows me that he is a leader, which is what you need to be a successful quarterback in the NFL. And speaking of leaders, Kevin Hogan. It's hard for me as a Cal fan to say this, but I saw Hogan do his work a couple of times in person this year. And the game that stood out to me, up in Pullman, in the pouring rain on Halloween, Washington State had beaten Oregon. They'd beaten Oregon State. They'd beaten Arizona. This was the year that Mike Leach, they were going to do it in Pullman. They were so excited. Hogan looked like crap in the first half. 4 sacks, didn't even pass for 100 yards total in the whole game. But he knew that he had to get his team to victory if they wanted to get into the Pac-12 championship, if they wanted to go to another Rose Bowl, if he wanted to go out on top as a Pac-12 quarterback. And Hogan ran for more yards, most of them in the second half, than Christian McCaffrey did in that ball game. Thanks to a missed field goal by Washington State late, Stanford survived. And I still remember Hogan walking off the field with his arm around one of his linemen in the pouring rain, just saying, man, we did it, we survived. Because he's a leader and he's a winner. So I think the Chiefs got a steal with him in the later rounds. And I'm expecting Goff and Hogan to both have very successful. It's not going to be soon. It's going to take them a couple of years. They're going to have to put on the weight. Hogan's going to have to shorten up the motion a little bit. But look for both of these Bay Area boys to do good at the next level.